Hello. Hello. Hi. What is up? What is up? It's been a minute. How is everybody's Saturday? I usually wouldn't be here on a Saturday, but I had off. So, I'm gonna hang out with you guys for my Streamiversary. I was gonna postpone to like Monday when I usually stream, cause like I had nothing planned after being sick, but I couldn't change the date, so if anything is scuffed, apologies. But I figure might as well make the most of the moment, you know? Just kind of go in. If I keep postponing it, it's just not gonna happen, so I might as well just do it. Just go in. Oh man. I hope everybody is doing very well today. I actually got a lot of sleep, so I'm doing pretty okay. Still have a bit of a raspy voice, apologies for that. Might cough, apologies for that, but I am feeling much better. So I am ready and raring to go. I grabbed a whole bunch of the things that I had created over the past year, and I didn't realize I did that much. I honestly thought that I don't know, like, cause it took that hiatus. Well, not hiatus, but like I took a break from like, what was it? I think April until October. That's like most of the year. But like I have a lot, I almost have 100 works that I had created, not including some of the commissions that I had done. I mean, there are some commissions in here in this list that I have created, but if you count all the things that I'm not going to be showing today, because it's just a lot, I made a lot of stuff. Very surprising. Honestly, kind of motivating. Some of the stuff I'm not a big fan of, we'll go over that. Some of the stuff I'm like, wow, okay, yeah, growth happened, hell yeah. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see how I've grown as a person. All right. So, this was my New Year's art that I had created. It was like literally at midnight that I had posted it, and it was the start of 2023's beginning. I can definitely already see that I've grown a lot since this. But I don't know, I like it. I feel like that's something I can look back on and enjoy. Colors, there's a lot going on. Shading is not very dynamic, but I'm here for it. This was a commission that I did for Ichigo. Yeah. Again, can definitely see I've grown since this moment. Definitely not used to drawing furry-esque people, but yeah. Nothing to be ashamed of. I think I did pretty good. Try to do pose, shading, lighting. I'm down for it. Same with this. Try to dynamic pose. I think I started using the 3D models a little more that Clip Studio gives. Arm looks like it's hovering a little bit on the chair. Other arm looks a little strange, but the lighting's good. The subject matter's cool. I like the shading. This is pre-me softening my shading, but yeah, pretty okay. Not half bad. This one's a redo of one that I did in the past. And I might redo it again, because I definitely feel like I've gone a long way since this. But, yeah. I'm okay with this one. I feel like the background needs more dynamic shading in it, but I'm okay with this. This was my first, for the year, my first Clip Studio contest entry. I don't remember if this is like 32, like contest 32 or 34, I don't remember. But it, I spent a little bit of time on this one, and I like the effects, the shading, I don't know. I like her design. I think I just really enjoyed making like her design. Yeah. More stranding in the hair. The wings are like galaxy style. I thought that was cool. I would definitely put a lot more lighting and glow now. But yeah. Pretty good. I hate this one. Oh no. I do not like this one. Her face looks weird. I don't know. Something about it. She looks too old, first of all. Like, Chibi Doki doesn't even look chibi here. The hair looks weird. I don't know. I regressed in this one. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know what I was going for. I don't know what I was trying, but I'm not a fan of this one. This ain't it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So these... I spent like a month and a half of my life just coming up with Iron Mouse outfits for this dress up Satan contest. And I didn't win anything. I didn't even get showcased. But I spent so much time on these, and I don't know, some of them are pretty cute, but I would spend like sleepless nights trying to like come up with this stuff, and it's like, I could probably like cram out like a whole bunch of them now and it not bother me. But I don't know, something about then, like I was very confused, and I just would not sleep. And I just kept like trying to create all these things, and they were just, I don't know, man. Like, I like some of them. Some of them are really cute. Like, hold up. Like, this one's my favorite, and like this one right here is my favorite. And I have an art that I made of it later, and I don't know, I thought it was very original and cool. And then my other one that I really liked was this one that's on the end, which I had made an art of the year before, so I like that one a lot. I like the bookstore shop kind one. And then the one with the black leggings, I think that one fits her too. But the rest of them were kind of like, well, maybe the music one too, but the rest of them were kind of like, I was running out of ideas, and I was trying my best, but like, I don't know. I should have came up with 2 or 3 solid ones, you know, instead of trying to make a whole bunch of them. But I think my thought pattern then was with the Iron Mouse mascot was, there was this one artist that had made like 20, and they ended up like getting showcased by a mouse and as like this amazing feat, and I was like, oh man, I can do that, but with the outfits. And no, I ended up making 8, and I think I made myself sick doing that. It ain't it. It ain't it. But yeah. I think it's like awesome. There we go. This is when I was playing around with lineless art, and I came to realize that I really like making line art, but I don't know, I feel like this chapter in my life was pretty cool of just learning how to create art without needing that line work, and I can look back on these pieces and be like, these were like hella dynamic. Like I'm totally down for these. I like this one. The lighting was cool. I think I was also trying out a different shading technique where you, instead of shading with the colors, you shade with the gradient first, like the gray values, and then you put the color over top. And it looked really dynamic. And I'm starting to get back into that shading technique, but I really like line art. I've come to realize that. This was another one. I like this a lot. The lighting in it is really cool. The color palette just looks so much better. It just like, I don't know. These are pieces I can look back apologies. Look back on and be like, yeah, I can definitely like see growth in these. This one too. Like, nice posing, nice lighting, just, I don't know, something about it. They're also my comfort characters. This one I don't like as much. Maybe it's the background. It's still nice. Something about it seems off though. Maybe there's proportions I just can't see. I wasn't flipping my canvas then. I still tend to not, but I'm trying to get better at it. I don't know what it is. Something about it. Here's the Iron Mouse outfit. And it's also like no lining, no line art. It looks good though. I spent a lot of time on this piece and I liked it a lot. I still like it. Yeah. This piece, spent a lot of time on, did textures, lighting, background. The barrels took longer than the people. I like this one. This is another one that's like, you could see some clumsy parts, but I don't know, something about it. Like, I'll remember it. Maybe I'll update it at a different point, but it's just nice. This one's okay. I think she looks too stiff. Maybe his arm's too long. I don't know. It's okay. Got back into line art. We're back there. Yenner's was on a hiatus, break, whatever you want to call it. She took a long break. I think it was like a month or something, and she said she was finally gonna come back, and I got excited. So I made this quick thing. It's got some clumsy parts. I literally did it in like 2 hours. I remember that clearly, but I was just so excited for her to come back that I wanted to make a quick thing. So we got the line art back. I realized that I really liked line art, but then I went back to no line art and made this one, which was meh. I don't like this one. This one goes with the Chibidoki one. Hi, trash can. Hey, can. Hello. Dinos. But I don't know. This one, it goes in the same trash can as that Chibidoki one earlier. It's like meh. No. Ain't here for it. You like this one? Why? I feel like it's like... I mean, like, thank you, but I don't know. It looks so strange to me. But I'm glad you like this one. Fan art for Gwen. Something about it feels nice to look at. Maybe it's the soft colors. Maybe it's the colors. I don't know. I was playing around with like different effects, different textures, different you like this one? Yeah, I like this one too. It's oh, thank you. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. And then I don't know. I was playing around with like I got a bunch of cool things in Clip Studio, and I wanted to play around with them, so I was like, I love Gwen. I'm gonna make her a little fan art. And I made this one. And I like this one. I like the lighting on it. Definitely could see parts that I would adjust, but I like this one. Okay, so this one I have a love-hate relationship with. So Malord and Nyan really like this, and I do too to a degree, but it wasn't the vision that was in my head. And so like, I don't know, I feel like it's a little too dark in some places, a little too bright in other places. I would redo this one. I like it, but it needs stuff. But it was in that phase where if I worked on it anymore, it was gonna make it worse. So I just kind of posted it. I can add Kino, yes! Yes, I can add Kino. Like, I would redo it, maybe add Kino. But, like, there's, like, it's a love-hate relationship. Like, I love the piece, it's not the vision. And they liked it a lot, and I'm glad they did. But I wish it was better. But I was playing with textures. Still getting used to stuff, and yeah, it's okay. I like it. I just wish it was better. Pika me. This was a farewell art to Pika me. Little did we know. It was a quick 1 hour thing. Gone too soon. Yeah. But yeah, it was a quick little 1 hour thing, but yeah. This was a commission for Dark Abyss. It was the first and really only time that I ever made anything like lizard-like. And my hope was that it was okay, and he liked it, so I'm glad. I'm glad he liked it, because I don't really draw like lizard people, so you haven't seen this one? Thank you. Yeah, like it's it's like a first and only, but like yeah, like he liked it, so I'm glad. Like I'm glad. It's just like I've never really done anything like furry-esque until Ichigo, when I did like his like monkey persona, so like definitely not my ballpark of what I'm best at, but he liked it, so I'm glad. And here we go again, Ichigo. He wanted a gender bent, so made that. It's alright. It's alright, you know. It's good. It's flaws. It's alright though. I'm alright with it. Quick little thing I made for Nan and Nathal for their karaoke stream. Yeah, it was just like a fun thing. Was watching them stream and was like, I'm just gonna pull out the iPad and make this. The tail wrap was a nice touch. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, this was literally like half an hour, something or other hour, I don't know. Just watching the stream and wanted to draw something. I like that one too. Oh, thank you. Shading Edition got added to Clip Studio. Tried it out with my comfort character slash Oshi. It's pretty cool. Shading's alright. I learned I didn't really draw Znyan. Yes, draw Znyan. I think like an eighth of my art is honestly Nyan at this point. Man, she's just wonderful. I just love her. Second Chibidoki art. Better. Still terrifying. Can't seem to still get her face down. But I went with the fact that she looked terrifying and rolled with it. You know, we learned. She liked the fact that I did that. She was a fan of it. I'm like, cool, okay. The gremlin approves. Perfect. Got my tablet for my computer. So now I'm not working on an iPad constantly anymore. It has to be perfect. So, what do? First art, draw Nyanners. So I drew this one, and I like it a lot. I'm a big fan of it. I don't know, man. It was my computer wallpaper for a while. It was just like, hell yeah. I think I need to add more. Where am I at? No. I gotta remove some. Hold on. 1 through 25. Delete. Okay. Alright. There we go. Commission for Gwendolyn. I, was asked to do something cybernetic-esque, because she was doing a few things like Metal Gear and such. And she had an outfit she had planned for her 3D model, so I took that outfit and made this art. And I liked it a lot. I currently now would shade the belly and stuff a lot better. But, yeah, I had fun. I had fun with this one. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Nathal again. My allegiance is strong. We, what's there to say? I drew Nyan first, and then I was like, I'm gonna draw Ethel too. Playing around with some different ideas and stuff. Add a Bradley. Call it a day. Hell yeah. This was a raffle winning from Ichigo to draw members of the Mushroom Valley Discord. It was fun. It was fun. It's got a lot of good parts. I just wish I arranged it a little better. But yeah. Oh, I miss Min. I miss Min. But yeah. Just different members of the valley coming together. Little fun art I made when Gwen debuted her 2D model, which I had made. I actually made, I think, all of her assets that she currently uses. From her starting soon screens and such, to her donations and stuff, all the way down to the model itself. and that was rigorous because I had like a couple months to do it. But it was a success. She had a great debut day. It was the first time she sang, and so I made this little piece for the day that she revealed herself. Yeah, and again, practicing eyes, playing around with face shading and eye shading and stuff, hair shading. Yep. I don't know. Youthful again. Wanted to match. Wanted to do both of them because, I don't know, they're the most adorable pair ever. So, yeah. Started up my monthly arts for members, and one of the first ones I did was of Min. Miss her, but yeah. Decided to go the more joke route with Chibi Doki art. Still awkward. But I went with it, you know? If I'm drawing her awkward, then I'll pose her awkward, and it'll be funny. And she thought that was humorous, so I'm glad. Outfit I made for Nyan, just for fun. I think it was when the dress up Satan competition was like actually being streamed that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do one for Nyan too, just to keep up the skills. And she said she liked the dress. She said it was cute. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, what is her name? She streams. Where's my phone? Oh, she streams on YouTube. But she's got such a cool idea for like a what's it called? A VTuber model? Hold up. Do. Bito. There we go. Her name is Bito. She is a string puppet VTuber, and I was like, that is so freaking cool. Holy crap. So, yeah, she does a lot of, what are those called? Rhythm game streams, and she's really good at them. But her name is Bito. So I made her a little art. Henya's on the scene. She revealed herself, and that she says Dio. So I made this because I thought it was funny. More outfits. Decided to do one of one for me, Gwen, and Min. And just like casual streetwear, whatever, for our models. So you can tell that I'm like in a phase of making outfits. But yeah, that was a fun little thing I did. Yeah, and again, I really like this one too. Oh, thank you. So she's got her hand out, doing posing, trying new things, lighting. I'm really at this point into bright lighting. starting to do more proper shading on arms and stuff. Got my face kind of figured out at this point. Yeah. More bright lighting. Trying something new with the eyes. This one I think I also shaded gradient first, and it turned out really well. Everything just turns out so much better when I do that. I'm just realizing this. It just looks so much better that way. You should do more outfits. The Mushroom Valley just becomes a gacha game. Yeah, I should. I should. I love making outfits, man. It's like my favorite pastime. Pog. Pog Kife. Pog Kife. Fox Pog. Wait a minute. I'm doing it again. Eli. Oh no, I'm doing it again. Hi. What the fuck? Eli Neem? Neemney? Oh my god. Okay. I need to like get used to this name tag. Oh my god. Okay, well, now I just feel much more comfortable. Nyan, pointing right in your face. I'll edit my tag. No, don't worry about it. I'm not used to it. I don't know what it is. Just not used to it. Hydrate. Thank you. Wait, you wasted your Prime sub on me? What the fuck? Thank you. Thank you, Pecan, for the hydrate. Playing around with dynamic poses, decided to have Nyan point. How's that a waste? You could use it on somebody else. That's why it's a waste. You're making me cough. Fuck. Damn it. Oh, okay. I started the VTuber. I'm sweating. Why am I sweating? I started the VTuber to Plant Encyclopedia, and then I stopped it, and I am restarting it, but it's not plant. It's got plants in it. It looks like a plant encyclopedia, but it's just the VTuber encyclopedia now. But this was like the prototype for that. The new one is coming soon. So we got a few of them. This was with the gray shading. Don't laugh at me. This is with the gray shading. Came out really good. Again, I should just shade that way. I don't know why I haven't been, but yeah. I really like this one. Same with this one, gray shading. Got a little help on backgrounding. You know, it's good. It came out okay. It came out okay. Yeah. More of these. Okay, yeah, this is another one with the the shading grayscale color on top. Came out really good. Still into the white background thing, but you know what? It came out in a way that I can use it in a lot of, well, I have been, a lot of promotional material I've been using it for. It came out good. Another one of these. Manners. Miss Min. Got Nyenko's. Oh no. Yeah. This is the most popular art on X for 2023 for me. I showed so many things, and this is the one that peaked for me. Granted, it was a pretty hot meme, and I decided I'll join the bandwagon. It is, yeah. Hold on, let me go on X really quick and find it. But it's the peak for me, for last year. I'm gonna find the number right now. I post too much bullshit. Too much bullshit. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. It peaked at 1,027 likes, 52K impressions, 75 retweets. It's not my best all time, but it is my best for 2023. This meme is my peak for last year. Which, honestly, pretty good numbers considering I'm a small account. Oshinoko. Very, very hot. Decided to make an art. There's a lot going on in this piece. But I feel like it's like super dynamic, and I liked it, but it did not do well. Something made people not like it. Hey, Gamazel. Hello, welcome. We're looking over what I've created. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Another Oshinoko art. I'm starting to get into using pop scales and stuff. What are those called? Screen tones. You like this one? Yeah. So I started researching Mika Picasso, and I started learning. Thanks Twitch for letting me know it was an affiliate anniversary. I started researching her. I got an art book for her and started like studying more. And one of the things that she says that makes her art special is she makes her art look in a way that it would taste good if you tried to eat it. Fair. It's very bright and colorful. So I was doing art study Yeah, that's her explanation anyway of how she comes up with the art that she does and why it's as bright and aesthetic as it is. That is a fucking great mindset, right? And I was like, oh yeah, true. I wouldn't want to put in my mouth something that doesn't look tasty, so why would I want to look at it? So yeah. Found Annie. Got super excited because I found another artist VTuber. Little did I know that she's the lewd woman of the century, but really like her stiff, and yeah, so I started making some art of her. This was my first one. I love this piece, but it did nothing on X. I don't know. Something did not cause traction, but I loved it. I don't know what it was. I thought the lighting was good, the shadows were good, I spent a lot of time on it, but it did not pull any traction. Still in the Oshinoko, made this inspiration piece from the ending. It's okay. Another Annie art. The stairs looked a little weird. Maybe that's it. Maybe that is it. Other than that, pretty good. Thank you. Another Annie art. This one turned out okay. It's not my favorite. Let me fix this. There's more. I don't know what they are anymore. Hold on. Apologies for the throat scratchiness and coughing. 56. Okay. Delete. Save. Okay. Boop. Yankos. Same here. Oh, I'm sorry. It won't go away. Yeah. I got sick and then I felt better for like 2 days and then I got sick again with something else and I like almost died. It's been like 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. I got like 3 fevers and I like thought I was going to pass away. Yeah, there's something going around. I don't know what it is. I've been taking medicine, please body get better already. Yeah. That is a mood. That is a mood. Alright. Still playing with the pop stuff. Still very inspired by Mika Picasso. I like this a lot. I like the colors, the effects and stuff. I don't know. I enjoyed this one. Numi. This is my first art of Numi. It's pretty rad. Face a little weird. That's pretty rad. Very like smoky. This, I think this one is my favorite Nyan art that I made last year. It just seems harmonious. The colors, the pose, everything's in like a perfect circle. Shading. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, this was my entry for Ethel's art contest to win a PC. I got it was what's this called? It was tournament style. So there was 32 or 36 of us, and that got picked out of like a whole bunch. I think he said it was like 60 something, or I don't know. There was a huge amount of people. It got narrowed down to a certain amount to fit into brackets. I was in that selection. It was not just regular art. It was videos. It was video games. It was a huge selection of media, and I was like one of like 10, I think, that were just regular art. And I managed to get into like 8th place amongst like all this other stuff. It was pretty crazy. I did not think I'd get that far, but I ended up losing. I think it was to a video game. Maybe it was a video. I don't know. I think it was a video. I ended up losing to some kind of moving media. So I'm surprised that I got that far. But the theme was you could have any kind of room in the castle to a video, but that video lost. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it was, the theme was your room in the castle can be anything. What kind of room would you have? Top 8 is pretty good if it was amount at least 100 peeps. Yeah, it was something like that. It was, I think in the tournament brackets it was 60 something. But like there was at least 100 people who like put into the Google form for application. So the fact that it wasn't just artwork and it was also like moving media or like video games and other things like that, I'm pretty happy with 8th. I wish I got higher because I feel like the one that I lost to was kind of weird, but yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. Pokemon art. Don't usually do them very much, but when I found out this guy was getting released, I was like, yo, he's cool. I'm gonna make an art of him. Yeah. There's not much to compare him to, so I'm just happy with him. He's alright. He's pretty chill. You love this one? People on Pixiv love it. It's your fave? Nice. Yeah, a lot of people on Pixiv love it. I like it. It was a whim, but I like it. This was supposed to be an entry for the Summer Clip Studio contest, but I was still transitioning into my new house and everything, so I ended up being late. So I just made it an art. I just finished it as a piece. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Nothing else. Cream and cheese! I felt like drawing cream and cheese. Fun fact, I started my drawing career drawing Sonic characters. And so sometimes I like to go back. Nyan, just Nan, only Nyan. Yeah. Just Nanners, only Nanners. That is all you need. But yeah, I started my drawing career drawing Sonic characters, and sometimes I go back to it and just have fun drawing what started me up. Cream and cheese are my favorite. They're just too cute. Hoshino from Blue Archive. I started with drawing Sonic. You opened the door. Well, I don't really draw it anymore, just sometimes. But yeah, I might have just opened a can of worms there. I got heavily into Blue Archive. I still play it a lot. I've been kind of absent in it somewhat, but yeah. Favorite character, Hoshino. It's okay. This was for a Clip Studio contest. Theme nature. This was the autumn one. I had been on a long, many-week, no art whatsoever hiatus, and saw this contest, and was like, maybe I should try again. And I made this. It did not do well. But I think it reignited me into wanting to continue again. I had fun with the background. I liked the background. It came out pretty dang good. I am pretty happy with this piece. Laid Back Camp. This is a monthly art I made. I like that show. I might draw them more. It really fits the vibe that I enjoy. It's okay. I keep saying that. I'm just like, I could be better. It's okay. This piece, it's okay. Reverse 1999 released, and this was a monthly art that I made for it. This is Sonetto. I was playing around with different background. I want to try this like water droplet thing. It's okay. You love this one? It's okay. I'm glad you like this one though. I feel like the more that I stare at my art, the more that I'm just like, oh, I need to improve. I usually don't look at it for this long. I think the posing is good. I had fun doing the hair. I think that I could have centered the artwork better, but I don't know. Everyone feels that way. Yeah, maybe it's just the way of the artist. Same with you and your tables. Your tables are so cool, though. Your tables are cool. But maybe that's the whole thing, is somebody else has to say it. Arta did a sushi dog. I don't think she's ever seen it. So, I did it on the wrong tag. And then I did it on the right tag. Yeah, but you don't see the mistakes. See, that's what I'm saying. Usually the people that don't make it don't see the mistakes. They just see it, the entirety of it and how cool it is as an entire finished product. Meanwhile, those that create see all the imperfections and small details that they could have avoided, possibly. Anyway, Sushi never saw this. Art of me. Monthly art. Practicing backgrounding. It's okay. I wish the lighting was a bit better. I imagined in my head a lot more dynamic of an art, but that didn't end up being the case. I like the posing. I like that a lot. I played around with a bunch of different ideas for this one, and then I ended up being more on the plain side with it. In terms of what Mika Picasa said, I don't think I would eat this if it was a food. I don't know if that makes sense. That's one of your favorites? Is it? Okay, you would eat it as a food. I won't eat it as a food. I use it for promotional sometimes. I think over time, the more I stared at it, the less I liked it. I think I really liked it in the beginning. I don't know. Chibidoki. Finally getting used to her face. Getting used to her gremlin face. This one never saw the light of day on X. I don't know what it was. I enjoyed it. It's loud. It's loud as fuck, but I don't know. I think that was really the point, though. I want it to be like a big explosion, boom, like movement. I don't know. I liked it. I'm happy that I got better with the face. I think that's like the biggest thing. New Me. Second art of New Me. I like it, and also it just feels so plain at the same time. But she ended up really liking this one. I don't know. I feel like between this one and then like the neon one where she's like in the circle or whatever, like bent over with the plushie, like this one feels more empty. I think it might be framing for the art. I think if I did better framing, same subject matter, pose, all that, but like framed it better in the picture, I think it would have turned out better. Roostery. Art Oshi. She is amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen her artwork. I mean, you probably have and not realized it, because she does art for Hololive, she does it for Vshoujo, she does it for like Arc Knights and just like a lot of big huge companies. But at the end of the day, she is a VTuber streamer who is very, very chill. And I enjoy her a lot. I aspire to have her energy and talent. So I made an art of her. I ended up liking this a lot, and I guess she did too, because she ended up sharing it on her alt account and then using it for a stream schedule. Of course with credit to me, but yeah. I got like super excited by that. I thought that was like really fucking cool that she like even considered. Throat's hurting. Okay. But yeah. I ended up liking this one. This was for the first Reverse 1999 fan art contest. I had a big vision and it ended up getting narrowed down drastically, but I'm pretty happy with this. Would I have done differently if I spent more time on it? Probably. Do I regret posting it? No. I like this one. But I can see a learning curve from this. Oh, Nyan got, or not Nyan, fuck, Mouse got an award, made her a, yeah, made her an art saying congratulations. This one I didn't spend much time on. It's got some errors, but I also spent like 2 hours on it. What was crazy? Her getting the award? Well, can't help that. Too late. Her getting the award was crazy. It's pectorals, a head, and a body. It's not a peen. But I see it now and I can't unsee it, thanks. Anyway, this is Lucy. This applies, bro. Oh my god. Got into Lucy Pyre content. Find that at your own risk. Yeah, made an art. Probably the least lewd art she's probably gonna get. Chibi! I did. I didn't like it. She scares me. Well, you know. Sometimes scary is very good, media to consume. I like her. You know. Whatever. Chibidoki, also consume at your own risk, but a different kind. Yeah, another art of her. She liked it. It's I don't yeah. She gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh my goodness. It's all a front, bro. Numi debuted with her new outfit, made this for her. Yep. Starting to, well, in this one too, you can see it. The cheapy-cheepies. You didn't see this one? You like it a lot? Awesome. Yeah, I'm starting to shade better on the stomach and stuff. I'm starting to, like, get better at my anatomy. I've been studying a lot at my time away. And yeah. Mika from Blue Archive. This is another monthly art. I like the posing of it and the colors and stuff. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. But this is when I'm starting to get tired, because I'm trying to get out all these monthly arts I'm behind on now. Another monthly art. The shading, enjoy that. Playing around with glow and shade. Yeah. It's okay. Hate this one. I hate this one. It's all fucked up. I hate it. Yeah. This one, yeah, warm, sultry, whatever. Yeah. Creme. I'm getting tired. You can see I'm getting tired in this, like, work. Fan art contest number 2 for Reverse 1999. It was a draw Tooth Fairy, and I did. Yep. Yep. I like the glow and stuff in it. It's okay. Yeah. Monthly art, me. Yep. It's okay. I like the shading on the hair. Okay. Fauna art. The fauna community... Fauna never saw this, and yet the fauna community is insane, and really liked and shared it a lot. It got almost as much traction as when Yen shares something herself. I liked it. I think I did pretty good on this one. It's my first fauna art too. I think I'll do more in the future. I enjoy her content. Nian debuts her new outfit, so I make this art. I would, if I would change anything, it would be less soft on the lighting. Make it more like bright and edible. But yeah. Excuse me. Speaking of edible, another monthly art. This is, I chose a color palette, a pop funk color palette, and made this one with like casual clothes and stuff, and I like this one a lot. I think it came out pretty damn good. The line art came out good too. Finally, a good Shibidoki art. She didn't have a tag, a hashtag. Well, okay, her hashtag got berated by bots, and so she had to change it, but she hadn't changed it yet. So she never ended up seeing it, but she got a new outfit, and I made this, and I think it came out pretty damn good. And her face doesn't look fucking weird anymore. I figured it out. Yeah. Last art, monthly art. It was, started start of the new year kind of vibe. Sun's coming up. I'm very tired at this point. But I think it came out cute. Nothing special. Nothing hardcore. But I also made my first animation in a while. And it came out really good. Which I now use as my starting soon screen. I'm very happy with it. And I also made this one. So I made 2 animations in like a month. And it came out pretty good. Both of them came out great. So this year I will not be making as many arts. But I think I will sub out quantity for quality, and I'll continue to do some research and study. Yeah. That is everything that I have made last year. Almost 100 pieces. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy to think about. That doesn't include, like, all the things I made for Gwen, for her debut, all the things I made for me, for my debut, all the emotes I made for people throughout the year. I think I might have made, like, 60 or 70 emotes. Your character here arts, I did, like, 10? I want to say 10? Yeah, I made a lot of freaking stuff. I made a lot of things. A lot of content. Speaking of debuts, though, I think it's about time that I start working on upgrading. And I was going to give a little preview of what's to come. Kife 3.0 I literally become a mushroom. And I'm gonna make a gremlin model, and I'm going to make a mascot. It's gonna take a while, but... What? It's an entire overhaul that I'm working on. So it's gonna take a while, but the yeah, it is exciting. Atelier Kife or Kife's Atelier. So I'll be opening shop every day for people to come in and spend time making art with me. And I literally become a mushroom. I'm excited. I can't wait to like flesh this out and get it put together, but I'm not gonna rush it like I did last year with this model and everything. I'm gonna put some time and effort into it. And pace myself. I'm currently working on Eli's stuff too, so that comes first. But I'm thinking summer or autumn I'll re-debut 3.0. But I'm not posting this on X or anything. Only YouTubers who watch the VOD and you guys get to see it. So it's exciting.